Many people look, but very few truly see. Hi, I'm Phil Quinlan, PVA facilitator. I'd like to go on a walk with you, if I may, to share with you what do I really mean. Come with me, I'd like to explain. As I stand here at the corner of a very busy intersection in Atlanta, Georgia, I just see numerous cars, semis, just flying by the intersection a very early morning here. As I look, I see the traffic, like most people. But do I really see the essence of really what's happening? What made me think about this is that everybody's going about their day. As you can see, scurrying about, sometimes blowing their horns, sometimes just such a hurry. You see, that's what I'm looking, that's what I'm observing right now. But do you ever wonder what everybody is carrying in their vehicle on this moment, at this time? All their hopes, their dreams, their aspirations, their anxieties, their burdens of life. Let's dive deeper into that element of empathy and how empathy can become your superpower. I remember a basketball conference I attended where the great legendary Bobby Knight spoke to us, small group, and what was amazing about his message that I want to share with you here today is he had this little exercise he did with his team. And what he would do is he'd set up his intense situation for an hour practice. He was committed to keeping it short. And his intent was not about the outcome of the practice or the physical exhibiting of the skill that he wanted. But what he was looking for is their ability to observe and see deeper their environment around them. And he used this word, and we've all heard the word, but it was the first time I really heard the word empathy being applied to competitive sports. So at the conclusion of this practice, he had his team quickly get into the locker room. And in the locker room was awaiting them a paper, pencil next to each of their lockers. And he had, I think he said about 8 to 10 questions. And every question he asked them, everybody's expecting, okay, he's a motion offense or inbound plays. Nope. He asked them 8 to 10 questions, and he used this statement: many people look, but very few see the essence of what's happening around them. Every one of his players failed that test, and if you know Bobby Knight, they went back on the court, and they had a little extra practice. What he was getting them to do, and the questions he was asking them, were how many banners were hanging above the north side of the gymnasium? What entrance had its light shining the most bright? Because he intentionally turned on the lights of a particular aisle entrance into the arena assembly hall. He then continued to ask about situations or observations around them in their environment. He was asking them questions to get them to see a different lens or see the world through a different lens. You see, the magic of that exercise was found in a 30-year reunion of Bobby Knight at Assembly Hall. He was still alive at the point. He has since passed away. And they interviewed, I don't remember his point guard was Quinn Buckner. And what Quinn would state, and I'm paraphrasing of course, but Quinn said, I'd look at the finer essence of people's behaviors. I'd look at the underlying message that really drives people in all their emotions. I remember that so well. It was an eye-opener for me personally, is to be a better reader of people. It doesn't mean I have to take on their emotional baggage, but to understand them so I can respond. And you and I both know we can only control how we respond. That is hard. Now, I'm not expecting everyone to look at that traffic at the corner of Marietta here in North Atlanta, Georgia, and you have to carry the burdens of every single one of those drivers. But just to see and recognize if everybody's scurrying upon their way is 1% gain you can make at building your sense of empathy and building the emotional domain that we talk about in our PVA. So when we look at those different scales and scores, I'm always looking at situations, and I do reflect often in my PVA personally, what are the instinctive behaviors that I find that I'm not very energized at? Where do I find myself? And even in my personal relationships, how could I have done a better job? How am I responding to certain situations instinctively? PVA has been very impactful in my own personal life. It's being able to see things with a different perspective. For me, my biggest challenge now is looking at all 4 of those domains and how are they impacting a particular emotional response in my personal life. That's how I'm using PVA. I spend more time trying to, as Socrates or maybe as Plato stated, know thyself, to really explore myself so I can be prepared and have the tools to respond. You see, I think knowing the PVA styles is my superpower. And just like you, I'm not going to take on the burden of the entire intersection here at Marietta Street here north of Atlanta, Georgia. But what I can do, I can see at moments when I can see the essence of myself and how I want to respond and how I want to show up. And also recognizing where I'm most energized. And I'm working real hard on that emotional thing personally. How about you? Which one of those domains is one that you're really working hard to understand yourself? Notice I didn't say the word change, but to understand yourself so you can be a more effective communicator and more effective leader. Yes, because all of us are leaders. I appreciate you clicking on play and sharing this short little message. Next week, I want to talk to us as a group about shaping your identity and how does shaping your identity build a better understanding of knowing thyself. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on seeing the essence and not just looking, observing, but looking deeper into the empathy of others or situations or people. So, hey, leave a comment or two. We'd love to hear from you. Start a conversation. Maybe it's an idea that you have that works for you. Let's share. Let's have the power of groupthink here and build the capacity to build a better understanding, build a better culture for one another. So please click on. Let's hear your thoughts on the topic today. And I look forward to hearing from you. And let's begin an engaging conversation, a real, sometimes difficult conversations, and sometimes really enlightening conversations. Until next time, I hope you take an opportunity to see and build a stronger perspective. Have a blessed day.